The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday. And you know what that means? It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course, that old outlaw, that old KG outlaw rides again in this very video, that old outlaw Waylon Jennings. And of course, also we talk about the week that was and we recap what is going on the channel and have a little housekeeping notes at the beginning. And at the end, it is called Weekly Purchases. So let's get after it. Let's start with a little bit of housekeeping first here. Of course, it is the holiday season. We know that because we're getting blasted with emails, text messages, phone calls around the clock, you know, with the hot deals going on. And we all got to get a deal, and there's a lot of deals to be had right now. You guys have probably seen a lot of them. Cyber Monday 2.0 at Ringside. Discount code Kyle saves 10%. Entertainment Earth with the deals so far I've been taking most advantage of. I think I have 7 or 8 things on order from them in the last week. Of course, once again, Kyle saves yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $39 does ship free. So there's some deals to be had and some deals that you can help along with local toy drives. Of course, it is the season, the holiday season. Try to help out, make sure every kid out there has a good Christmas. Of course, you got your own local ones. I'm sure just down the street from you, there's something to donate to. But you can also donate, of course, to different ones in the action figure community. Of course, every year there's the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast one via Ringside Collectibles. You go on there, buy the item, have them just keep it in-house, and they deliver it for you. There's no shipping, anything like that going on, so that is a very easy way to donate. There's also the Fig Cave Toy Drive. Of course, the Fig Cave group, they have a toy drive set up as well that you can be a part of if you want to, or like I said, go to your local Toys for Tots, something like that. But we all got figures in our collection that, hey, we don't need, or maybe you were saving for a rainy day, or you got doubles of, or whatever. I bought a bunch of Top Pick Goldbergs, Drew McIntyres at $5 a pop at Walmart and Target. August, July, what is time anymore? And I have those in a big box, and I was going to donate those when the time comes. Got to get a deal, even if you're donating. There you go. Because a kid, hey, Goldberg, that makes every kid's Christmas. Maybe my dad's Christmas, but my dad actually got Goldberg for Christmas, so don't tell him, Dad, you didn't hear that. But there's a lot going on in the toy drives everywhere, so if you can, do your part, give up a couple of figures for that. A couple other things going on, a little housekeeping notes here. Of course, Patreon, a new month of December. That means a new giveaway for this month. And of course, we got giveaways going on. I got 2 giveaways for the month of December. Old Pimp Daddy Destro, he's going out to one lucky Patreon member, $10 and up membership level. So we got that one. And then the other giveaway is going to be the entire Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Classified wave. All 5 figures from that wave. So 2 winners this month. It's a G.I. Joe December, I guess we'll call it over there on the old Patreon channel. So good luck to you Patreon members out there. And of course, I will have this weekend, a couple days I'm going to film it. I will have the November giveaway announced, and I'll have that stuff off to you guys there. So if you're a Patreon member, or you want to be, check out those videos as well. And as you guys know, a lot of extra content over on the Patreon, bonus videos, Q&A, that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. With Patreon, there's a little check-in on that. A couple other things. How about maybe this week a toy house? I guess I was going to say toy room, toy rooms, toy house tour. I don't know what you call it, but it might be coming sooner than later, especially for you Patreon members. You guys might get that a lot sooner than everybody else. Who knows? Maybe a Patreon exclusive. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind on that one yet, so we'll see what happens. But it could be coming sooner than you think. So there you go. Be ready for that. If you're into a big house tour, I wasn't really planning on doing one. Well, I was going to get to it eventually, but then I thought, gosh, it's really been 2 years, and I said, not a lot's really changed. Then I watched the old toy room tour. Check that one out. You should prep yourself for this one and see what's changed between the two. And I was kind of blown away how much has changed in 2 years. A lot's changed in the world in 2 years, including my toy room. So be on the lookout for that. There's going to be a lot of new surprises for some of you guys. I think you guys will all enjoy this video if you do choose to watch it. So there you go. All right, there's housekeeping. Now let's talk about all the videos that were released this week. You might have missed some of these, as we do move fast on the channel, as you guys do know. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss one of these videos. But we did unbox the Ringside Collectible exclusive Excalibur AEW figure. Will that be the last figure of the year? I got to think Thunder Rosa is going to sneak in before the end of the year, the Blood and Guts Thunder Rosa. But after that, I think we're done with Jazzwares figures for the year. So it's time for our top 10 list coming to the channel this month as well. We unboxed a bunch of Mirage Ninja Turtles and Last Ronin with the Last Ronin Unarmed edition. And then we unboxed Shredder, the Foot Soldier, Casey Jones, Renette ×2, and Utrom from the Mirage Turtles line. So we unboxed all those guys on the channel this week. Check those out. A very cool sub-line to the Turtle Land. Marvel Legends, so many Marvel Legends to unbox all the time. Getting into a lot of them the last couple of weeks. Next week as well. Stay tuned for that. We did Red Skull and Howard the Duck this week. 2 sleeper figures we'll call those. And a very exciting one, the Amazon exclusive Spider-Man 5-pack. Now here's the gotta get a deal moment of the week, or gotta get the deal moment of the day here, I guess we'll call it. But that Spider-Man 5-pack was like $140 on Amazon. This week it dropped down to like $82, something like that. So you know what I did? Ordered one for $82, came in the mail. I immediately took it back for $145. Gotta save some money, save about 50 bucks doing that. Hopefully all you guys took advantage of that. You gotta get a deal out there, and you gotta play the system like you got to. So I did get my money back on that, which made that set even much better when you save $50 on it. So there you go, Spider-Man 5-pack review on the channel this week. Ruthless Aggression, we unboxed Booker T and Rey Mysterio. I was going to do RVD and I forgot about it. I stuck him over to the side and I just kind of missed him and totally forgot it. So we'll have RVD here in a couple of days. Be on the lookout for that RVD Ruthless Aggression unboxing on the channel. But we got Booker T, we got Rey Mysterio done this week. Mattel reveals 2 huge videos reveals. I couldn't believe it. 2-hour-long videos basically here on the channel talking all the new upcoming Mattel product. A lot of cool stuff. So check out those videos. You don't want to miss those. Unboxed Zorana, G.I. Joe Classified Series. Next Level, a fabulous one. That one blew away my expectations. That very well may make it into the top 10 G.I. Joe Classified figures of the year. A very, very solid figure right there. Little McFarlane DC and Black Adam Hawkman. Unboxed those from the Black Adam movie on the channel this week. Jack's Classic video, a big one this week with Vader, Jerry Lawler, and Bruiser Brody. Every single Tuesday, like clockwork, we do a video on the Jack's Class Superstars line. My favorite line of all time, quite possibly. A lot more to come from that line in 2023, so stay tuned for that. We also did a top 10 video, as it 'tis the season, as I always say. Hulk Hogan, the top 10 Hulk Hogan figures of 2022. Some people love it, some people hate it. I get it, but there truly was 10 Hulk Hogan figures this year. So I said, what the heck, let's put them in order, let's figure it out. There's 10 of them. So we got 10 Hogans. Probably going to do a top 5 Rey Mysterio, probably going to do a top 5 Ultimate Warrior figures of 2022 as well, sometime but in the next 6 weeks or so, so stay tuned for that. On top of all the other top year-end videos, so start getting your list together, be prepared. We'll have that, and then of course every Friday we have our figure hunt video. An interesting week this week. If you saw my videos this week, you saw I was a little bit under the weather. It seems like a lot of people after Thanksgiving got a little sick. I had a little bit of a sore throat and kind of the sniffles going on. I lost my voice a couple of days. I'm still kind of fighting it right now. The voice is starting to go, but I'll power through. I always do. No days off. That's the way you do it. But I was a little sick. So this week's figure hunt, 18 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. So not as long as some of the other videos, but really not a lot going on in the stores right now. They kind of got bombarded last week. It's kind of the great refill. That's kind of what this week was about. So I'm hoping next week some more new stuff out there, but really I think we're coming to the end of the year for figures and not a ton of reviews probably to do to close out the years. That's where these top 5s, top 10 lists kind of fill in the gaps as we await new product come January, February, things like that. So check out the figure hunt, as it's always an exciting time out on the hunt, as you guys do know. All right, now let's get started. Let's dive into the figures this week. What did I pick up? And we're going to do a quick unboxing here in the weekly purchases. Becky Lynch, found her at Target. I went to that little kiosk, you know, they have the little scanners, and it rang up $13.99. I'm like, $13.99? I'm buying this because I need these Rick Rude arms. So then I go to the register, and it was like $22.99. I'm like, no, your kiosk thing says $13.99. So then she had to check back and forth. Long story short, I got it for $13.99. So I was very happy to be successful. Didn't have to pay $22 for a set of Rick Rude arms. See you later, goodbye. Let me get these Rick Rude arms here. Maybe, geez. Let's see here. There's one. There's two. I'll save it because you know what? That's the thing. $13.99. Can I get like $10 shipped for Becky Lynch and get some of my money back? Feel a little bit better about myself. You guys get to know how it goes. But now I got 2 extra arms for old Ravishing. Wait a minute here. Oh my gosh, I was a little concerned. This always happens to me on these Build-A-Figure arms. I always think I got two of the same arms. It's just the arms are kind of spun around. But we're going to build Rick Rude Part 2. Of course, I already got one Rick Rude built. You guys saw me build that on the channel. But you got to build both versions. There's no way around that. So I'm going to pop this in. There it goes. Good. Good. Good, and we're here. We got two Rick Rudes. Look at that. Off to the races. The Rick Rude journey is complete. Got both versions. Got the WWE version and now WCW version. All is right with the world. All is right with the world right here in Weekly Purchases. Mark it down. So there you go. All right, next up, special shout out to good brother Michael LaPuma. LaPuma Mania 1980 is his YouTube channel. Check it out if you are so inclined. He is a big Hulk Hogan fan. And of course, we know all about the latest Coliseum collection. It's really where him and I really joined forces. As I'm a big Terry Funk fan, he's a big Hulk Hogan fan. Well, he needed an extra Hulk Hogan. I needed another Terry Funk. So you put us together, a match made in heaven is what you got. And he did send this my way this week. A second Terry Funk. I guess this is my third Terry Funk. I got one on the card, one unboxed on the channel already, and this one I'm going to just take all of his stuff off and use a different head is what I think I'm going to do there. But did get another Terry Funk. Mike LaPuma, check out his YouTube channel. Thank you for hooking me up. That worked out perfectly, So there you go. Got that going on. Zarana, I did talk about her earlier. There she is in all of her glory. Some of the worst box art, though, ever. I said it in the review, just not a fan of that box art. Just doesn't fit, to me, the G.I. Joe Classified brand. But apparently it does, because it's on there. So there you go. Got that. I did find this at Target this week. How about this one? Old Darby Allin. I saw him just chilling on a cart, and I said, I guess I will take that. And then I get home from work that day, so I was at the office, go to the Target, pick this up, get home, on my doorstep, Darby Allin. Of course it was. So I had to take that Darby Allin back on my next trip to Target. We got the AEW Darby Allin exclusive from Target. We'll unbox this on the channel this week. Not a ton of excitement about this one, I don't think, but we'll see. We'll see what Darby Allin's up to. How about the shout out to that old outlaw Waylon Jennings. He came moseying in. He got his horse all saddled up, came into town. He dropped off my second Scrag figure. I haven't unboxed this yet, but he did sell me his. So now I have two of these so I can do both versions. I'll probably do an unboxing video with both of them at the same time so we can look at both versions. I don't know if anybody cares at this point, but I do. So I got Scrag. Thank you, old outlaw Waylon Jennings. So there you go. Got it. It's the month of shoutouts, or this is the episode of shoutouts. Real good brother from across the pond over there, Scott McGowan. If you're in the classic superstar circles, you know Scott McGowan. Him and I talk about a lot of things. We sound off on a few classic things from time to time, and he helps me with some projects. But he helped me out on something. I said, hey, here's what I'm looking for. It was originally released in your side of the world. Can you put your eyes out? And he helped me locate this. And then he picked up a couple other things for me, sent it all over in a care package together. Got to save some money on shipping. Got to get a deal. But shout out to Scott McGowan for helping me out. But he did find this, and it did come this way. The long game has paid off. It's finally here. What is this? Of course, it's the Hart Foundation Classic Superstars, but do you notice something different? Do you notice the black knee pads? The UK exclusive black knee pads edition. Only an absolute maniac in the Classic Superstars line needs both. Well, here I am, certified maniac. So I did get this finally. One of the known variants out there. One of the harder to find variants out there. So I did get this. Scott found that for me. I paid it back. He shipped it my way. Shout out to old Scott McGowan for helping me out there. He also helped me out with a little Wrestling Trader Cella toys, as I did get Al Snow in that same package. So we'll unbox Al Snow. I still got to unbox, I think it's Nick Aldis and Jay White. Maybe I'll do all three of those guys in a video together. But we do got this one going on. So we got Al Snow through the door this week. And then Scott sent me another one, as I didn't need another one for an opener. And it is a man called Sting. So I did get Sting Legends of the Ring. I needed one of these to unbox. Maybe I'll hold on to this one and we'll box it for 4th of July. We'll wait. I don't know. But I do have this Sting. Needed to get a loose version of that Sting in my collection. And I'll unbox that one of these days sooner than later. The hits keep on coming. I did get a couple other things. Oh, I did get push pins. Oh, push pins. There you go. Clear push pins. Those are the ones I do prefer. But this goes back to the room tour. I've done a little bit of reorganizing, changed some things. Needed some push pins. This is what I use for my figures mint on card on the wall. We've talked about it before, but I did get a new thing of push pins. I don't know how they got in here, but hey, it counts. It was a purchase. It was made this week. We'll count it. Michael Wade, a viewer here on the channel, he sent this off to me. It is a custom Shawn Michaels with Intercontinental title, and then he did a little beard action, things like that. So quite the sexy boy here, but he sent me that off. So thank you, Michael Wade, for sending me a little HBK action. Always cool to get a gift in the mail. You guys know how that goes. So that was cool. And then I did pick up some things because I'm really mad at myself as moving some things around, reorganizing some things, moving some Jack's Ruthless Aggression figures. And if any of you guys have ever had a Jack's Ruthless Aggression figure drop out of your hands down to the floor, you probably know what happens. The arm breaks off. And you guys know I have a complete Ruthless Aggression collection. Well, my RVD broke. I had to buy a new one, so I popped him off of eBay. So I got a new RVD. And then it was packaged with this Batista. I don't need the Batista, but it was a better value to get them both together, so I did. I'll throw this in my fodder pile, but Batista through the door as well. But needed the RVD to replace my broken one. Nothing worse than breaking a figure. I also broke an MVP figure, so I'll probably have that next week in weekly purchases. I broke him, dropped him as well, and a Junkyard Dog figure. So I'm just breaking things. And if you guys saw my social media last weekend, I broke the Eagle Moss Ultimate Warrior, Storm Collectibles Jushin Thunder Liger. So I broke 5 figures this week. I don't think I broke a figure in years and years and years on my own accident. Of course, Omega Spawn, that's not my fault. Not my fault, but just moving things around, I dropped them or broke them, and I don't know what's gotten into me the last week. I don't know, but yeah, some damaged figures, unfortunate times out there. But I did get these guys back and replaced, and luckily they're not too expensive, very easily replaced. That Jushin Liger is like $13.99 on Ringside, plus 10% off with code Kyle. I ended up picking up another one of those, so we'll see those on weekly purchases down the line as well. All right, so that's it for round 1 of weekly purchases. Let me get round 2, and we'll be back talking more weekly purchases. All right, round 2 of weekly purchases begins, and it begins with Star Wars. I think I talked about them a little earlier that, hey, Star Wars, I play the long game on. No more buying Star Wars right off the bat, especially when they're up to $27.99 or $34.99, whatever it is for some of these deluxe ones. I said, you know what, I'm going to play a little of that long game, and that's what I did. During Black Friday, GameStop had a huge sale. Of course, GameStop with their Gaming Greats line. I swooped in and bought a bunch of these guys. So I got the 13th Battalion Trooper. I think I got all of these guys. I think that netted out to like $16.99 with my coupons each. So well below GameStop's retail, well below Target's retail this day. But I got this one here. I also got one that really looks really good here. The Umbra Operative ARC Trooper. So I got him this week. So that's probably my favorite of the bunch, I think. And then we got KX Security Droid, plastic-free packaging. Not a big fan of that, as you guys know. Then we continue on with a B1 Battle Droid. So a lot of Star Wars this week. I don't know if I'm going to unbox these on the channel. I don't think anybody cares about Star Wars anymore. We got this guy as well. He is Star Wars Republic Commando. Republic Commando. Very easy repaint right there to make him in green. But they all do look really cool together when paired together, of course. Then the hits keep on coming. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, Tiboden Station Obi-Wan. I believe this is a Target exclusive. I got this on one of their sales as well, so this one did come through. So Obi-Wan, a lot of Star Wars, like I said. We're almost done with weekly purchases. That's almost it. I did get this one via Amazon. It was the missing piece of the Ultron Build-A-Figure wave. It would be Mr. Knight, and I still got to watch Moon Knight, hopefully sooner than later. But Mr. Moon Knight here, or Mr. Knight, as he's known. Got this one here. I'll unbox the Moon Knights probably this week on the channel, and then we'll build the Ultron wave as well. So that should be exciting. More Marvel Legends this week as Hasbro Pulse had that big deal for members, 25% off. Ended up getting this one for $18.99, well below retail. It is the new Black Panther fan channel exclusive, so I did pick this up to complete that Black Panther set. So I got her. And then the final piece of the puzzle, once again, we go to Amazon and we go to the Black Friday, or maybe it was Cyber Monday deal. I can't keep them track anymore. What is it? It is my second set of the G.I. Joe Cobra Ninjas. Now I have one for each head to be able to be used. I really like that about these figures. I think it looks really, really cool. So I did pick up that one. So not the biggest week, but big enough. Big enough for my wallet. I'll take it. It should be a really big week next week, as a lot of the Black Friday stuff seems to be shipping come Monday, Tuesday of next week. So might be a big weekly purchases next week. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for all the videos on the channel, like I always say. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. Make sure you give this video the old thumbs up, as it really does help the channel. And then in the comments down below, I want to know, what did you pick up this week? What came through the door? What did you find out at the stores? what did that old outlaw Waylon Jennings bring you this week? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget about the Patreon. We talked about that earlier. Of course, we got the monthly giveaways. We got a monthly Q&A. We got early access to videos. There's just a lot going on the old Patreon channel. And best of all, you do support the channel when you belong to the Patreon. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 is where you're going to find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into the work week. And I will see you guys all real soon.